Welcome back, yogis, and congrats, you've made it a whole week. This is day 7, and today we're gonna get really cozy. That's why I've thrown on my hoodie and my leg warmer leggings. We are going to do restorative yoga today. Now, you might notice I have a ton of props right now, and here's why. Ideally, you have 2 or 3 blocks to play with and also a yoga bolster or cushion, but realistically, you might have none of these things. So I wanna give you a few options. If you have a few yoga blocks or something in your home, a book about this size, this is to lay your head and possibly your shoulder blades on. So you don't want it to be too pointy or uncomfortable, but something like this, 2 or 3 of these would be great. You could also do most of this lying on a foam roller if you have one. We're gonna put our spine right atop it and let our head hang off. A half version, the one that's cut in half here, or this whole version will work. And if you have nothing, that's cool. This is actually a meditation cushion, but it looks exactly like a throw cushion you put on your couch. So any kind of cushion or pillow will work for you as well. The goal is to elevate the hips at some moments, elevate the head and shoulders at some moments. So a cushion like this could also be handy for you. And then last thing I'll say, if you are past 14 weeks of pregnancy, then you're not going to do anything flat on your back. That's where we start to elevate the woman so that she can get her head higher than her hips. And cushions like this could really work. You could grab a few of them, or bed pillows as well. So we are going to start in Baddha Supta Konasana today. Today's goal is to really let go of the body and release into the space. So go ahead and lie down. I'm going to move my props beside me here. Lie down with your feet together and your knees apart, drawing the soles of the feet together. And I'll give you a couple options here. Option 1, just stay on your back. Ta-da! You've conquered it. Option 2, traditionally we bring one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Option 3, if you have 2 blocks, you want symmetry here, so you need 2, you could place that under your knees, especially if your knees are quite high. And option 3, if you have a block or a small cushion, that could be under your head, just to create some heart expansion here. I'm gonna make this choice because it feels really nice. Close your eyes wherever you choose to be. Many people call this goddess pose or cobbler's pose. Its original name is bound angle pose, reclined bound angle pose, Baddha Supta Konasana. Since we've done so much action over the past 6 days, today is all about letting go. Stay for 4 more breaths. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. Inhale 3. And inhale 4. Your eyes are closed, let them open. And if you have something behind your head, you're going to take that out. Place it beside you so it's easily accessible, but out of the way. And then with your hands, fold your knees together. Good. You're just going to take a small windshield wiper, moving your knees a little bit right of center, a little bit left of center. Just opening up a little bit in the low back, your SI joint. That's where the thighs and the hips connect. And then we're going to take it all the way toward your right side, knees dropping onto the floor. Couple options here. You could stack the knees. This top leg could go straight. You could add a block between the knees or calves. This often feels good to me. And you're going to reach your arms into a big T shape, looking up at the sky. Breathe in 1. Breathe in 2. For the next 2 breaths, if you like, you're going to look past your left hand. So we're rotating the cervical spine, which is your neck. Breathe in 3. Breathe in 4. And then bring your legs back through your center, feet in the air. If you have a block or prop, you're gonna take it with you. Twist your knees over to your left side. 2 breaths to the sky, looking straight upward. Inhale, 1. And do notice if you're a very active person, if you're potentially type A or slightly type A, it might be hard for you to really rest into these poses. Just notice that. And if you want, gaze toward your right hand, opening up the throat, the neck. So this is a supine spine twist. Great, bring your head back to center. If you have a prop, take it out. Again, bring your feet back to center. And then windshield wiper the legs. Maybe you go to a medium or a large version, feet apart, so you have some easy mobility there. We're going to go into a pigeon on our backs or our shoulders. So we have a ton of options here. You're gonna choose the pigeon, the Kapotasana that fits you best. All right. Simplest version, on your back, you're going to lift your left leg in the air. You're going to simply cross it over your right thigh and then just let the knee drop down. This could be where you stay. Choice 2, you could lift the bottom leg. Choice 3, you could thread the arms through to the hamstring or to the shin. Choice 4, you could straighten that top leg. Choice 5, which I'm going to choose, you could rock this shape up and then gently come to either the hands or the forearms, which is where I'm going to be. And then you're gonna walk this foot in till you feel the stretch. Breathe in, 1. Breathe in, 2. And I like this variation today because it helps me roll my shoulders back. Breathe in, 3. Breathe in, 4. Breathe in, 5. And then notice that these breath counts, they're strong suggestions. I know what I'm doing, but I always say to my students, you know your body best. And if 5 is not enough for you and you need 10, please take 10. Just make sure you're working symmetrically. So if you do 10 on the left, you do 10 on the right. If you're ready to switch with me, we're going to swap out the legs. So now your right leg goes to the sky. You have the same options on your back, foot up, leg extended, on the elbows. If you truly were warm enough and wanted to go to a pigeon with your face down, a prone pigeon, you're welcome to go there as well. If you're on the elbows with me, roll the shoulders back, lift the eyes where you like. 5 breaths on my count. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Be okay with going slow. Inhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Inhale, 5. And then draw your knees together. If you're on the elbows with me, we're simply going to press ourselves up. If you are on your back, you might need to tuck the knees in and rock a few times so that you can come into a seated position here. Spread your feet wide. Excellent. We're gonna walk our fingers forward through the center. Now you have a bunch of choices here. Fingers on the floor, elbows to the floor. Sometimes I like to take 1 or 2 blocks. I'll show you how. I take the low block on my chest and the medium-sized block to my forehead. So basically it looks like this on the mat, make the letter T. And then I bring my chest onto the ground, bring my forehead to the center of the mat, and then I rest. If you had neither of these blocks or you wanted to stay on your elbows, it's the same stretch. Breathe in, 1. We're gonna stay for 5. Breathe in, 2. Breathe in, 3. Inhale, 4. Inhale, 5. Excellent. Walk your fingertips back. Any props, pillows, blocks, you're gonna get out of the way because we're going to side bend now. Bring your right foot in front of you. This is kind of like a double pigeon. Bring your left foot behind you, or if you've taken bar classes, you might know this as pretzel, or if you're a Graham dancer, you might also be familiar with this double triangle shape. We're gonna move sideways. Inhale, side bend to your left. Switch hands, take it up and over to your right. And we're gonna do 3 rounds on each leg position side. And up and over. And oftentimes lateral flexion, which is what we're doing now, side bending, it is most often the undertrained movement pattern. Switch legs, you're gonna bring that left foot in front, bring your right leg behind you. I should also say, if this isn't available to you, you could do the same thing with straight legs. Knee injury, cool, go for straight legs. Take it up and over toward your left. Oh, nope, that's my right. And then up and over to your left. I think this restorative yoga is working because I'm starting to forget words. One more, and then we'll take it to Shavasana. You have an opportunity to do a supported Shavasana here. So, simple version, no props. You're gonna just simply lie on your back. If you would like a supported Shavasana, you could take this cushion either under your hips or your head. And another choice I'm going to give you is a heart opening kind of a supportive fish. I'm gonna take this middle block underneath my shoulder blades, middle size block. We always have low, medium, and high for each block. So it's going on the middle edge, and then I'm going to take a high one for my head. If you don't have blocks or it doesn't fit you, you'll just finish with your back on the mat. Allow the process to occur. Control. No need to activate. Let this be a moment where you get to be submissive, you get to follow the leader, and you just get to live in the present. When you're ready, if you're on blocks like me, it helps to walk the feet in so you have a little leverage, and then I can press into my elbows. If you're on your back, you can roll onto one side, and then just bring yourself up to an easy seated position. Notice how refreshed you might feel. That is my goal for you. Notice how easy your heart beats and your lungs breathe. Notice the transition we created for ourselves in just a few minutes. Take your hands into your heart center. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, take a forward bow. Beautifully done today, yogis. I hope you take this peace and this calm with you for the rest of your day. And I will see you back on the mat for day 8. And until I see you next time tomorrow, please remember to inhale positive and exhale negative.